High Tide Stick is an entertainment, cannabis, news, politics, music, and radio talk show on YouTube for 21 and up. So do what you've always done. Kick your siblings out of the room, throw on your headphones, and enjoy the show. You're listening to The Doc on High Tide Stick Radio. You're listening to me, The Doc MistaTre, on YouTube Live. Yeah, I'm a real doctor, like Dr. Phil's a real doctor, only bald. Wait a minute, he's bald. Only sexy. Yeah, sexier. Live with The Doc on YouTube, Monday through Friday on High Tide Stick Radio. July to Tampa Bay for the National Sellout Hip Hop Concert Tour, Ours. Ours Fest features dope artists from Los Angeles, Long Beach, Phoenix, Colorado Springs, Gainesville, Florida, Houston, Dallas, Denver, and of course Tampa and St. Pete. Come kick it as all of them collide under one roof, one night. So be there or be on Facebook watching it. You can keep up with the concert as it approaches, as well as interact with artists and promoters on Facebook right now at BARZFEST Tampa. That's Ars Fest Tampa. If you're looking to perform or need ticket info and more, call area code 727-318-2956. That's area code 727-318-2956. Look at my ride, that motherfucker hawking. The streets is watching, I know they watching. She said she wanna fuck me in the backseat of my office. The world counting, the cameras watching. Look at my ride, that motherfucker hawking. The streets is watching, I know they watching. She said she wanna fuck me in the backseat of my office. The world counting, the cameras watching. Come down my window, diamond shining like the glitter. Like Instagram that pic, and I posted it up on Twitter. You can see my rims, they shining. 24 inches, they spinning. You can tell by my pockets blowing up like the lotto, so I'm winning. I'll tell you right now, baby, I'll live my life like shady. 6 figure mamas in a glitter, twins in $1 million, baby. 10 screens where they ballin'. My Obama go ballin'. My baby mama, she blow my line. Man, she don't stop calling. My backseat be so long. Black tin, no credit cards. We in the back, I'll beat it down. And plenty, I'll do a free charge. Candy lady that goes pattern. All these chicks go straight bananas. Real you be thumping hard. Hanging on to that red bandana. Look at my ride, that motherfucker hawking. The streets is watching, I know they watching. She said she wanna fuck me in the backseat of my office. The world counting, the cameras rocking. Look at my ride, that motherfucker hawking. The streets is watching, I know they watching. She said she wanna fuck me in the backseat of my office. The world counting, the cameras rocking. Look how they watching, look how they watching. Drop the screens and turn the beat up. Ain't gon' watch them jock, man. I'm gripping wood wheels and blowing out some broccoli. Behind the limo, check windows rolled out so they can't stop me. That pointed folks is clean, I think I need to join a car show. Gotta match the whip, so my whole fucking grill chrome. And my girl gone, but she bad as fuck. On the leather in the backseat, fucking with her feet up. Man, that whip too flossy, two-tone candy paint is glossy. Working long nights in the nappy, so I call that bitch my office. Put the camera in the dash so I can play it back and watch it. Fuck it, let's make a movie, put it on the disc and profit. Look at my ride, that motherfucker hawking. The streets is watching, I know they watching. She said she wanna fuck me in the backseat of my office. The world counting, the cameras rocking. Look at my ride, that motherfucker hawking. The streets is watching, I know they watching. She said she wanna fuck me in the backseat of my office. The world counting, the cameras rocking.
Voice activation, make it start. Push a button, make it raw. Live on 10, you ain't got to finish sure we can shop before after dark. Why chill in my backseat? You with the business ID. Almost baby, no sheet. This dirty age means no sleep. Control my cap, keep it drunk. Front run the crowd, keep it crunk. I'm Trojan man, you the MJ of your hell. Get your space in dark. Looney Tunes, my rims. 36, they big. All my choppers hella long. They grown down, won't fit. Blasting off in them rockets. 20K in their pockets. Cali Kush and Super Bowl in Colorado, no diet. My whip looking on fire. My bitches running for higher. My I can't hear but a stream of kryptonite. Shelly and quiet. DJ no blast beats. Water world with my backseat. Airbags popping off automatic discs. Yeah, they help me. My whip amazing and fabulous. I'm a superstar, chip scandalous. My supercar rims got TVs. Dirty games don't rattle us.
Look at my mom, that motherfucker hawking. The streets is watching, I know they watching. She said she wanna fuck me in the backseat of my office. The walls counting, the cameras rocking. Look at my mom, that motherfucker hawking. The streets is watching, I know they watching. She said she wanna fuck me in the backseat of my office. The walls counting, the cameras rocking.
High Tide Stick Radio reminds you not to do anything stupid on marijuana. You know, like get busted by your parents. You're listening to The Doc live on YouTube.
I'm the doctor, by the way. What's your name?
Rose.
Nice to meet you, Rose. Run for your life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We are definitely out. It's that time. High Tide Stick Live with the Doc, MistaTre. I'm your host, MistaTre, from Trey Zone Entertainment. And, of course, High Tide Stick's brought to you live by none other than Bars Fest Tampa. Excited about that coming this July. So keep that in mind. Keep us in mind for Bars Fest Tampa as that gets closer. And today, we got some good stuff for you today. Let me tell you. Because when you're talking about the some of the stuff that's going on, the president was speaking about the criminal justice matters here in the United States. And then, of course, so you kind of want to talk about that a little bit. And then, of course, there's, of course, the newest pot shop and strip club. Will you? Other than that, sorry, little technical difficulty there. But other than that, the Colorado's newest pot shop has ties to a strip club and the mayor. And so we're going to take a look into what that's all about. And then, of course, we want to look at high tolerance buildups and how to bring down your tolerance buildups for marijuana. And then there's an article that came out on WFMJ, which is Tampa's local NBC affiliate, that I was reading that talks about the projection numbers for marijuana sales by 2020. Cannabis sales could reach somewhere around $21 billion by 2020. The projections this year are somewhere in the ballpark of about $6.7 billion in gross revenue generated from cannabis sales across the United States. So it's absolutely a big deal. When I look at, you know, the different things and the stuff that we bring to the show, there's nothing more important than the money. I think that when you talk about the whole cannabis industry as a whole, and you talk about like what people are doing in the cannabis industry, it really comes down to that the cannabis industry as a whole, is a very lucrative business. Most of the states that are trying to prevent any type of cannabis industry are trying to divert money right into the jail systems. And when you try to divert money back into the jail systems, it's to prevent that, and of course to make it very much more criminal than anywhere else. And so it becomes this balance of power. The conservative right-wing group wants to keep pot out, but wants to build more prisons and lock people up for smoking pot. Now, granted, they try to tie in heroin and cocaine, methamphetamine, and all these other things that that maybe we shouldn't be so lenient about. You know, all these other things that maybe we shouldn't be so lenient on. And they tie the two together, and then what is happening, and what the problem with that is that you have people doing 10 and 15-year sentences over having, a pound of pot. But if you had, or 20-year sentence, if you had a pound of heroin, you would still get the same 10 to 15 to 20-year sentence. And I think that is it's just one of those things where it's a shame, because they are not one and the same. And I think that in America, the war on drug is the war on drugs, I should say, in America is really the problem. When I think of where, sort of where this is heading, and I think of the problems that we have when it comes to illicit drugs and things like that, I think that we have to look at that and we have to be aware of what we're doing here. Um, so President Obama has sent his last budget request to Congress, but but of course he was unable to get it passed with a Republican dominant Congress. They have their own priorities of what they want to do, and especially in election year, they're going to try to stonewall the president during an election year. This is the thing is that people who don't pay attention to politics, they get frustrated or they get mad. But if you've been watching this president's 8 years in office, the first 2 years he had a Democratic majority Senate, and he got a lot of things done. He got like the national health care program passed. He got a lot of other things passed. But at the end of the day, the second half of his first term and then the next 2 terms, he's been stonewalled by Congress and the Senate, and so this can be frustrating. Congress. What's funny is that as far as the federal drug control funding goes, the concern is that the president asked Congress for $31.07 billion, and this was to reduce drug use and consequences in the United States. So he's asking for money at this point. By the way, shout out to everybody out on Periscope. If you leave a comment where you're at, we'll give you a shout out, guys, out on Periscope. Also, everybody viewing on YouTube, leave a comment where you're at. We'll give you a shout out. Thanks for watching us. You're on High Tide Stick Radio with the Doc, MistaTre, live from Tampa, Florida. And of course, this is a podhead radio station called High Tide Stick. Look us up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Periscope. Watch us all over the globe and around the world right here on, of course, High Tide Stick Radio. Again, if you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Periscope, drop us a little chat message or whatever. Tell us where you're at. We'll give you a shout out. We'll shout out your area. We have listeners that come in from all over the globe, and we love it. And it's absolutely we live for that. But anyway, so again, the Department of Justice, the DEA funding is upwards of $2 billion. What's up, Columbus, Ohio? Oh, shout out to the big O. I got family from Toledo and family from Dayton, Akron, Columbus. We got family everywhere, don't we, Kels?
Oh, yes.
Cousin Kels and me, we be holding it down up. What's up, New York City? My father's from Brooklyn. What up, Flatbush? Shout out, Buck. Oh, yeah. And I got to give a shout out to the Bronx, to my Aunt Margie out in Queens. What up, Mama? I love you. Also, shout out to North Carolina. My Aunt Emily listening out in North Carolina and all her friends that she's brought to us out here. Love you guys to death. And then, of course, hey, what's up? It's a Harley dude in New York. What up, bro? So definitely glad to have New York City in with us this early in the morning. The West Coast ain't woke up yet. Although I don't know though, because see, when we do the 7 a.m. show, we do get a lot of people from LA that listen. So I'm like, okay, well in LA, when it's 7 on the East Coast, man, it's like 3 in the morning in LA. So I'm like, are you guys just catching the show when you get home? That's what I'm saying. Are you catching the show when you get home? I mean, we know like New York City, the Big Apple, it's a city that never sleeps. We know they don't sleep. But in LA, do you sleep? Because by the time the show starts here, it's only 3 o'clock in the morning there. It almost reminds me of when I was dating Dana and I lived in Colorado and she was out here on the East Coast. She'd be getting up to get the kids ready for school, her kids ready for school. And I'd be just coming home from the club DJing. And we would talk for like 2 hours from like 3 to 5 in the morning on my time, because it was already, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning here, 7. So she was already up getting the kids ready. When will the devil's weed be legal? That depends. This is coming from, now this question, by the way, for everybody else out there, this question's coming from somebody in Columbus, Ohio. I'm going to go ahead and venture here for my friend in Ohio that his question stems around the failure in November to pass the bill that was brought forth to the Ohio legislation. I'm going to give you my opinion of the matter. And again, remember, it's just an opinion. I always tell people, it's just like the commercial says, I'm not a real doctor. I'm like Dr. Phil. I'm just bald and sexy, but I'm not a real doctor. That's a nickname that was given to me by one of my producers when I very first started in pot radio. Before that, I was always just MistaTre, not the Doc MistaTre. But anyway, so here's my opinion of what happened in the big OH. You guys had a bill brought forward that they were basically going to give the consumer free run of usage. But in return for the free run of usage, the consumer had to forfeiture the rights to a 10 group of companies that were the only group that could grow marijuana in the state of Ohio and distribute it. So basically, you had this group of 10. By the way, that also included Nick Lachey from the boy band 98 Degrees from the 90s. But anyway, this ownership group, they would be the only people that could grow and distribute pot in Ohio. So basically, they were hoping that Ohioans were desperate enough to and potheads and addicted to weed enough, as they say, that they would go for this bill, which would then prevent anybody else from being able to really start a legitimate marijuana business. Ohio, I think you guys can do this next November. The new bill that's been presented to the state of Ohio and has been brought forward to the Ohio legislation excludes that ownership part. The part that I mean, you had people like me going like, Ohio, please do not pass this bill. If you pass this bill, you are probably going to you're going to screw up the marijuana industry in Ohio for the next probably 20 or 30 years. Legit. Like legit, you do not want that bill to pass. And that's the position that we really got put in at that point is I don't want a bill in Ohio. And Ohioans, you shouldn't either, by the way, but I don't want a bill in Ohio that literally says only 10 companies can distribute weed, because it could turn into an issue of you not being able to grow it yourself. And I'm going to tell you something, that one of my proudest moments in my life, and this isn't me being a pothead, this is me being a business owner, a savvy marijuana person, and somebody who is absolutely rejective and vilifies pills and big farm. I barely want to take ibuprofen, and I only take that when I work out because I can't. My knees swell up like freaking softballs. It's horrible. My knees are shot. So, what up for everybody joining us on Instagram? Oh, hold on, I know that call sign. That's what up, East Coast Weed Pimp. Chris Watkins joining us on Periscope as we're discussing with our friend from Ohio the reason why Ohio should be able to pass the bill this year, this go around. But again, you have to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly. You should be glad that the first bill didn't make it in. You really should be glad, because at the end of the day, if that first bill would have made it in, yes, you'd have legal weed in Ohio. But the problem is nobody would be able to grow it. Nobody would be able to make a legitimate business out of it, except this 10 ownership group starting there. And that's, so again, my breakdown of Ohio is simple. Be glad that bill passed. You didn't want that bill to pass. If you have been out to Colorado and you've seen the marijuana industry work, and again, Chris Watkins right now on with us on through Periscope just said it, because it was tied to 10 people like we were discussing before he got in the room. And he knows a lot about this. By the way, Chris Watkins is in Bay City, Michigan. Shout out to all my listeners in Bay City, Michigan. Chris, again, he's my Michigan insider. And because he's so close to Ohio, he is absolutely able to bring forward a lot of information about Ohio. But again, he and I have already had this discussion earlier on in the season, and we talked about Ohio, and we both absolutely agreed that it was the worst idea in the world to pass that bill last November. However, again, read that legislation, read that new bill. Read the biggest piece of encouragement I can give you people out there is read these bills. Read these constitutional bills, these amendments that and these laws that they're putting on the books in your state. Read them, because every little subsection affects you. You know, out in Colorado, it wasn't just like the Old West. It was like, hey, welcome to the Old West. Pull out your guns and start gunslinging. No, that's not what happened at all. You had to stand in line at federal buildings and wait in line to get your license, wait in line to get your key card so that you could be approved to transport, grow, or handle marijuana, just like a pharmacist has to get their license. It was a very in-depth process. It took a lot of time, and it was also very expensive. It cost people a lot of money to be able to do that. And so when I tell you that I wish it was something that easy, I wish it was something that you could really legitly just walk in the door and sort of have, at your disposal. But that's just not the way it works, guys. And unfortunately at this time, fortunately at this time, I think that you'd want it that way, guys. Listen, if you're not growing your own pot to where you can regulate the pesticides, if you're not growing your own pot where you can regulate, what byproducts are being put in there, what type of soil you're using, how the hell do you know your soil wasn't treated with radiation unless you look at it? These are all kinds of things. There's bioscience in here that I can't wait to go to Michigan to visit Chris for like a week or two and on a vacation just to learn by the biology and how to at the what is it called, the cellular level, how to manipulate plants, because I'm excited to learn that. I know how to grow a pot. I choose soil over hydroponics for a reason. I know how to do all these things, but I want to learn how to at the genetic level create the perfect strand that helps affect PTSD, that helps positively affect PTSD, that helps positively affect ADD, and helps positively affect the effects of being bipolar, which is chronic depression versus the manic state. I don't want to be too happy. I don't want to be up here, because when I'm up here and I'm too happy, I go out and blow a bunch of money that I don't really have to spend, because that's what manics do. They do crazy, irrational behavior when they're manic. I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to be down here. I don't want to wish I was dead. I don't want to hope I die. I don't want that either. I want to be right here in the middle, just even keeled. But I'm not taking Zoloft. I'm not fucking taking, what's that other shit that, not Ambien, that's a sleeping one, but it starts with an A, Abilify and Seroquel. I'm not taking this shit because I took Zoloft. Adderall, yeah, that's the other one. But
they actually did it.
No, Adderall's the one they gave me for ADD. I actually did like Adderall. I did. I could focus in school like a freaking hawk. I liked Adderall in school.
We had to like go through when Sean's accident happened on what medication not to give him, because he was, before his accident,
right,
he was an addict.
Oh, so they had, okay, and that's you can put, like, if you're an addict before your accident, like something like his accident, and your body has to take over, but your brain's really not in control anymore. I think the big fear for something like that is that your brain plays a huge part in withdrawals. Your brain plays a huge part in recovery. I mean, I tell people all the time is, recovery is in two parts. It's physical and mental. You'll generally get over the physical side of addiction way quicker than the mental side of addiction. Because the mental side of addiction is the good times, the bad times, the this, that, the feel of when you were high, the feel of when you weren't high, the stresses of when you were high, weren't high, the stress when you were high, were high. It's all this mental stuff, all this stuff in your head, all this crazy stuff that goes on in your head. But when you're talking about like not addiction, but when you're talking about the adverse effects of the physical effects. Again, weed can help out. The prescription meds may help you while you're on them, but as soon as you get off them, boom. Chris Watkins, again, from Bay City, Michigan, commenting on Periscope right now. He's absolutely right. The fallout from this is even worse. The fallout from the prescription pills is that, like, something like methadone. Methadone can help a heroin addict shake a heroin addiction.
I did prescribe that to Tina to stay off the drugs.
But here's the problem is, all methadone is a synthetic pretend I'm heroin with less of an addictive property so that they can wean you off heroin. It's horrible stuff, man. But I'll tell you what, we're going to go to break. And when we get back from the break, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about a really great topic about how to bring down your tolerances for marijuana so that you're not constantly needing to smoke as much. So we'll be right back after the break. I'm the Doc, MistaTre. You're listening to us on High Tide Stick Radio on YouTube, Periscope, and across the globe. The National Sellout Hip Hop Concert Tour, Arsfest. Arsfest features dope artists from Los Angeles, Long Beach, Phoenix, Colorado Springs, Gainesville, Florida, Houston, Dallas, Denver, and of course Tampa and St. Pete. Come kick it as all of them collide under one roof, one night. So be there or be on Facebook watching it. You can keep up with the concert as it approaches, as well as interact with artists and promoters on Facebook right now at BARZFEST Tampa. That's Arsfest Tampa. If you're looking to perform or need ticket info and more, call area code 727-318-2956. That's area code 727-318-2956. High Tide Stick Radio reminds you not to do anything stupid on marijuana. Like get busted by your parents. You're listening to the Doc live on
I blow homegrown, hit rival shop shit. And when I crack the joint that snap, the notes twitch. Keep you looking K9 on some dope shit. Step out the whip, baby, like play on that phone shit. I'm on that fat chop, has it balls on shit. You on that skinny joint, that bathroom at your mom shit. The funk has for my house, they watch out for that smoke shit. The funk has for your house, they I'm just saying, blow all day and this is all I'm getting. You niggas playing, I'm just saying, blow all day and hot box stating, grand canyon statement, yeah.
Smoking down after down, drinking round after round, getting loud by the leaders. That's just how we get down. Hey, not the house when they repeat that when I come around. In your pockets, loose change, brave months, and I'm out. You didn't get a self, please slow to that dump. Choking on my throat, got me coughing out slow. Keep your bad chick where I'm from. She keeps me smiling, she be coming like green, so I never stop lighting. Down to the wire, burn my fingers, saving doobies in the whip. Hot box music for the blazers, yeah, we choosing roads. Looks don't wanna burn my head. Blow all day and night, young loud like a fire that I broke. Ride around town, making better you smoke. Take a few hits, come on, breath and I ghost. Now you know I'm high, you can smell it on my clothes. I'm a King Kong, I'm an empire, so wild. Running side fire, look so down, hitting nails on the wire. Caught up on a leash, big girls on the fire. Take a couple toasts in the back to the left, and have it through my nose, and then I hold my fucking breath. This I take the smoke till there ain't nothing left. Man, no smoke, right away from the dread.
High Tide Stick is an entertainment, cannabis, news, politics, music, and radio talk show on YouTube for 21 and up. So do what you've always done. Kick your siblings out of the room, throw on your headphones, and enjoy the show. You're listening to The Doc on High Tide Stick Radio.
I'm the doctor, by the way. What's your name? Rose. Nice to meet you, Rose. Run for your life.
Yeah, we are back from break. Welcome back here on High Tide Stick Live with the Doc MistaTre on High Tide Stick Radio, coming to you live on YouTube, Periscope, and across the globe. Again, we've already got Bay City, Michigan in the house. We got New York City in the house. Columbus, Ohio is in the house. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, Periscope, Instagram, any of that stuff, whatever you're watching on, just shoot us a message. Let us know where you're at. We'll give you a shout out. Also, we got listeners listeners on YouTube right now in Tampa Bay. So shout out to our Tampa listeners. We love our home team. Ain't gonna lie, we love our home team. Shout out to Colorado too. You know, that's kind of like the away. That's Colorado to me is kind of like training camp in football. That's what. Yeah, shout out to the OH too, my people out in Ohio. Shout out to the MI, my boy up in Michigan right now, dropping mad hearts on Periscope. I see you, Chris. You know I see you. Let's see here. So, a lot going on. Like I said, a lot going on in pod news. And this story that we're going to talk about next, by the way, is one that's very interesting because as somebody like myself that has a lot of what's the word I'm thinking of? As somebody like me who has a lot of oh Lord, I can't even think of what it's called. That has a lot of different businesses ventures, right? Like I do a lot of different things, okay? And so, hang on just a second here. I got to bring the Periscope back up. And so anyway, it's live marijuana radio. And by the way, we're back on Periscope, back up on Periscope. Sorry to everybody on Periscope. We had to drop out real quick, but we're back. We're back in a hazy. We're back in a hazy, my nazy. Don't cheesy. So anyway, so again, welcome back, Chris, by the way. Sorry, I had to reset the thing. We're back from break, by the way, everybody. And so welcome back, everybody. If you're on Periscope, don't forget to invite your followers to view the show right now. We're in the second segment here. So this second story bothers me because I'm somebody that is involved in multiple avenues of business. I think is going to be the right way that I need to word that. Multiple avenues of business. That is not code talk for I'm a drug dealer either. Okay, just so you know, multiple avenues of business in prison may be code talk for you're a drug dealer. I am in multiple music businesses. Okay, there's a difference. By the way, if you're joining us on Periscope, YouTube, one more time, drop us a message in the chat box. Tell us where you're at. We'll give you a shout out, show you some love. Since you show us some love watching the show here at High Tide Stick Radio, you are live with the Doc MistaTre, coming to you from Tampa, Florida again. And now, this is of course a marijuana legislation radio show for 21 and up. Legal disclaimer. So now that we got all the business out of the way, let's go ahead and let's get back to the story. So here's the thing with this what's it called? With this story coming out of Glendale, Colorado, by the way. And so the story goes as this: there is a pot shop in Glendale, Colorado, which is just east of downtown Denver. For those of you that don't know where this place, you know, where Glendale, Colorado is, it's just east of downtown Denver. And this pot shop is owned, from what I understand, the owners, the owner or owners involved in this. One of them is a mayor, and the mayor, I think, also owns the strip club, or the strip club and the mayor are partners. We're going through this story right now. But again, if you're watching on YouTube, Periscope, or you're listening around the globe online, drop us a message, and we'll try to give you a shout out wherever you're at. We love all of our listeners across the globe and across the United States, and of course across North and South America, because we got people everywhere, man. It's dope. Like, I love all of you. Shout out. Love you guys. Periscope, YouTube, all the cameras on me right now. But let me get back to the story. So here, so again, this place is called the Smoking Gun Apothecary, and it opened on site, a site formerly occupied by the Denver area's best known strip club. If you've ever been out to Denver or the Denver area, you know Shotgun Willie's. What up, North Korea? What? North Korea in the house, yo. What is up? That's an interesting place to have somebody out here. I dig it. Okay, so Chris Watkins, by the way, from Bay City, Michigan, he says that he absolutely agrees that if you are in politics, you probably shouldn't have a position in a marijuana business. So this, the old strip club Shotgun Willie's, which I actually know where that is, and the old strip club Shotgun Willie's out in, just like I said, east of Denver, Colorado, in a suburb called Glendale, Colorado. It's one of those ones that. It's one of those, so it moved across the parking lot, testing the ethical and potentially legal issues of the state's growing legal and recreational pot industry. Beyond banning the sale of pot and alcohol in the same shop, Colorado has no regulation regarding marijuana and other adult businesses. Essentially, you can have a strip club next to a marijuana dispensary that's next to a liquor store that's next to a adult video store. You can do that. But apparently, some people are a little upset or frustrated because the businesses both have the same owner. Now, this is the key. This is the how do you call it? This is the let's not bump the camera now. This is the smoking gun, people. This is the smoking gun. By the way, watching on YouTube or Periscope, let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out. If you're listening listening around the globe, you can email us at hightidestick@gmail.com. Or no, we changed it. Just hightidestick@gmail.com. You can email us where you're at. We'll give you a shout out. But let us know where you're listening to. Send, hit us a chat message. Give us a shout out, and say your city and state, or your country and your city, and we'll do our best to get you guys your shout outs. Now, so here's the smoking gun to this. Both businesses are owned by the same person. And that's the problem that I think a lot of people have. And what the problems are is that the envision is that pot shoppers actually get discounted drinks at the strip club, right? So Deborah Dufresne plans to sell mugs at the pot shop for customers that can use they can use for a free beer at the strip club. Colorado law bans both the sale of marijuana and alcohol at the same place, so there won't be any alcohol following weed sales. So what they've done is the owner owns both. So the owner gives you a free drink when you buy weed from them, and maybe if you buy like this and you got a red card, you go over and you get like cheaper weed or something. I don't know the intricacies of what it is, but I can tell you that there are some questionalities here about the legality of what these people are doing. So Dufresne says that there's no reason to fear the strip club will break a state law to allow her pot shop patrons to get high next door in her strip club. She said it's wild. It's a wild and rowdy place, and if you smoke a bowl, you're not exactly rowdy. So she's saying that even if they came into a strip club and smoked pot, the catch is that at a strip club, it gets a little rowdy with all these alcoholics and all these naked women. By the way, again, let me know where you're listening from. We got people listening from New York City right now, the Big Apple, Bay City, Michigan, Tampa, Florida, Colorado Springs. I mean, we can keep going and going. There's so many people. Let us know where you're at. We got North Carolina in the house today. We got North Korea in the house today. I'm telling you, like, we got everybody in the house today, guys. So stick with us right here on Periscope. Of course, I love all you guys that are listening and watching around the globe and across the United States. So again, I want to give you a shout out. Let the world know where you guys watch us from. So let me know where you're at. So again, and she's in an awkward position because Deborah DeFano's husband is Mike DeFano of this tiny little 4,500 people populated area just outside of Denver. So there's only, in the actual town of Glen, there's only 4,500 people. But I can tell you that there's probably 4,500 people that come through there a month because of Shotgun Willie's. It's literally one of the most famous strip clubs, or famed strip clubs, in the entire area, Rocky Mountain area. It's a big one. You know what I mean? It's where all the NFL players go. It's where all the basketball players go. It's where you can find, somebody on a night after a game from out of town, from a sports team the hockey guys go there. I mean, everybody goes to Shotgun Willie's. It's again, a famed place. So, the problem is that the mayor last year cast a deciding vote on the Glendale City Council to approve Smoking Gun's site plan, a vote that prompted an ethics complaint by a nonpartisan watchdog group called Colorado Ethics Watch. So, excuse me, and I apologize, guys, for everybody for the coughing and stuff. I wish it was just for me smoking pot today, but it's not. It's not. It's this horrendous congestion that I cannot seem to get rid of, and it's killing me. I can't stop coughing, and I work in radio and I work in food service as a chef, and so it's not fun when you cough. It's disgusting and nasty, and your throat hurts, and I do hate it. So anyway, so my question for my listeners out there is this. If you own a strip club and a weed store next to each other, is that a problem? I don't necessarily think it is, but I will tell you that the problem that I have is that and shout out to all the hearts, by the way. We love you guys on Periscope. And guys on Periscope, let me know where you're listening from. I'll give you a shout out. I love my Periscope people because you guys come in from everywhere all throughout the whole show, and I love it. But anyway, so my question is the problem the strip club next to the pot shop, or is the problem that the deciding vote was cast? See, when you vote, it's like aye, nay, aye, nay, nay, aye, nay, aye, nay, aye, nay, like that. That's how you vote. That's how you vote. Chris Watkins from Michigan says, same owner problem. That's his problem. I don't think that the same owner is the problem. I think that by virtue of the city council member being the last vote and it being his wife's business, which, whether you like it or not, intricately is part of him. As an owner and a married spouse, you are part of said business. So at this point, I don't see a problem with the two businesses being next to each other. I don't see a problem with both businesses being owned by the same person. And I don't see a problem with the pot shop giving you a plastic cup with their logo on it that you can take over to the strip club and get a free drink. I don't have a problem with any of that. I love mutual business promotions. I think it's a great thing to do. I think that you're an idiot if you're not doing cross promotions. It's why we have commercials for Bars Fest. Because even though I'm the host of that concert in July, and one of the promoters on it, even if I wasn't the host and the promoter, I would still be performing at it. But again, it's one of those things where I agree. And by the way, let us know where you're at, by the way. But one of our listeners on Periscope just said that give us your first name and where you're at, so that way we can give you a shout out for your comment. But he said that hands down, it's an ethical issue. It's an ethical issue. If you do, you'll kill Periscope, Chris. So I'll stay here for today. Tomorrow, I want you to call the show, though. I absolutely want you to call the show. Okay, Ohio. Excuse me. It's my Columbus listener. Okay, so Columbus, Ohio is back. Paul. All right. I believe Paul was in Columbus, Ohio, if I remember right. But anyway, so Paul from Ohio says that it's an ethical issue. And I agree. It's the same reason why, Paul, I'm going to shoot right back to Ohio and say it's the same reason why I said in Ohio that you guys were absolutely, in the last segment, I said you absolutely ingenious by not passing that dipshit bill that only allowed 10 businesses to run something because it was unethical. And there's some backdoor exchange of money going to get this thing passed, like it always is. So do I think there's an ethics issue here with this family where the husband sits on the city council and which means if he's the deciding vote, he's probably a senior official on the city council. That's why he's got the deciding vote, because the more senior inner officials vote last. That's the way it always is. Just like on the Supreme Court, the senior Supreme Justice, the senior justice is the last one to vote generally. So again, with that said, I put it right back in that same ballpark of I don't care what you're doing. Yes, everybody. By the way, thank you, Chris, for reminding me. People, go on High Tide Stick on Facebook, like the page, and then scroll down and find the posts that are about raising money through GoFundMe with Chris from Bay City, Michigan. And we got the trucks gassed up and ready to go. We just need to raise the funding to get the water in the bed of the trucks. And we can take that water out to Flint, Michigan. And when I say we, I speak by myself in spirit, but my boys and stuff out in Michigan that are really trying to help these folks in Flint, guys. It's a serious, serious issue. This Flint, Michigan thing is absolutely a tragedy. Is a tragedy. Exactly. People got greedy. They wanted it so bad. Paul, by the way, from Ohio, commenting about the same thing happened in Ohio with the casino bill or the casino deal that they got. And Paul's absolutely right. Paul's correct. The casino bill was a bad idea. And the people fell for it. They bought in and they got screwed. And that's exactly what you have to avoid when you're in this type of realm of business and people. You have to avoid getting screwed. We'll be right back after the break. You're at High Tide Stick with the Doc, live on YouTube, of course, and on Periscope. Love you guys. Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break. We're listening to me, the Doc, MistaTre, on YouTube Live. Yeah, I'm a real doctor, like Dr. Phil's a real doctor, only bald. Wait a minute, he's bald. Only sexy. Yeah, sexier. Live with the Doc on YouTube, Monday through Friday on High Tide Stick Radio. The National Sellout Hip Hop Concert Tour, Bars Fest features dope artists from Los Angeles, Long Beach, Phoenix, Colorado Springs, Gainesville, Florida, Houston, Dallas, Denver, and of course, Tampa and St. Pete. Come kick it as all of them collide under one roof, one night. So be there or be on Facebook watching it. You can keep up with the concert as it approaches, as well as interact with artists and promoters on Facebook right now at BARZFEST Tampa. That's Bars Fest Tampa. If you're looking to perform or need ticket info and more, call area code 727-318-2956. That's area code 727-318-2956.
If you got more energy, put your hands up. Show me you rolling with me, put your hands up. You doing 100 to the beach, put your hands up. Rocking on the stage, everybody put your hands up. If you got more energy, put your hands up. Show me you rolling with me, put your hands up. You doing 100 to the beach, put your hands up. Rocking on the stage, everybody put your hands up. It's your fest, so everybody put your hands up. I'm rapping for the North Long Beach, stand up. Gun track, hillside, nigga, man up. Hit me, I'm in the cut with a bad slut. With the tongue, we that look like handcuffs. And the look in the eye so dangerous. Can you handle us? Cause I'm scandalous. When that Jesus preach to hang like fabulous. I'm the fat man, girl, you know my shit is high. And your man is mad, what you think I'm not? I do my thing when I lean, when he rock with it. Girl, do your thing on the floor when you drop, get it. I'm from the place where my niggas get cooked, where my niggas get fucked. So what the fuck you want? To the 303, to the 562, where them gangsters be. Come on, you got more energy, put your hands up. Show me you rolling with me, put your hands up. You doing 100 to the beach, put your hands up. Rocking on the stage, everybody put your hands up. If you got more energy, put your hands up. Show me you rolling with me, put your hands up. You doing 100 to the beach, put your hands up. Rocking on the stage, everybody put your hands up. See where I'm from, niggas crunk to get crunk. Ladies on the floor when they shaking they stuff. Nigga, what? I'm VIP and I'm spitting at a shorty that's as fine as can be. You see, who can fuck with me? Mr. F-A-T-T-Z. I'm in a Lexus from Long Beach to Texas. Niggas talking loud, but they know not to test us. Cause in the beach, it's north for nothing. I'll blow the stuffing right out your English muffin. I'm never bluffing, but forever stuffing. Pulling out nigga in a big body something. So come on, baby, and party with me. Get crunk off dough and Bacardi with me. At this week, keep your mind at ease as you rollin' with these fucking hustle Harley G's. Come on, you got more energy, put your hands up. Show me you rollin' with me, put your hands up. You doing 100 to the beach, put your hands up. Rocking on the stage, everybody put your hands up. If you got more energy, put your hands up. Show me you rollin' with me, put your hands up. You doing 100 to the beach, put your hands up. Rocking on the stage, everybody put your hands up. Yeah, nigga. Welcome to Long Beach.
I'm the doctor, by the way. What's your name? Rose. Nice to meet you, Rose. Run for your life.
High-Tide Stick Radio reminds you not to do anything stupid on marijuana. You know, like get busted by your parents. You're listening to the doc live on YouTube. Yeah, Cousin Kel's leaving the studio. Love Cousin Kel's as always. That's her sign off. She better never go to AFM though, because she can't sound off like that. As much as we all want to just be like peace out bitches, you really just can't be like peace out bitches all live there. So we're coming to the end of the show, and again, I want to apologize to all my listeners. I sound like death. I sound like hell. And so I want to apologize to all of you guys out there because I'm so congested. But I'm definitely too, I guess the word I'd say is I'm too proud to take off a day from work. And I really am. I think that's always been my problem, though, is I think I've always been just too proud to take any time off. I don't really consider it to be pride as much as I'm just a hard worker, man, and I really do enjoy what I do. I enjoy the things I get to do, but I'm also, but like I said, I'm very proud, and I don't take time off. And like today, I'm sicker than a dog. You can't see it on the video feed, and obviously, if you're listening, on the radio, you can't see it. But I am like literally clammy and sweaty. I'm sicker than a dog, but I will not take a day off. You can hear it in my voice. I normally sound like, "Hey, baby, Maybe not like that. That might be a little too Barry White. But I normally have a really deeper, a much deeper voice and all that. By the way, everybody listening across the globe, YouTube, Periscope, welcome back. We're back from the break. Do me a favor. Tell me where you're at. I want to give everybody a shout out. We've had Ohio. We had Ohio. He didn't say what city. Paul from Ohio. We had another one from Columbus, Florida. What up, Florida? Yo, broadcasting live from Tampa Bay, baby. What up, Florida? Where you at, Florida, baby? Of course, UK in the house. I love my overseas listeners. And, of course, my man, my boy Chris Watkins from Michigan, and all the other listeners from Michigan out there. What do we got? Lakeland. Oh, man, you're right around the corner, bro. My man in Lakeland. All right, that's what's up. Well, shout out to Lakeland. You can follow us, by the way, out in Lakeland. Just so you guys know, you can follow me at High Tide Stick Radio on Facebook. You guys can check us out there, or you can follow me, MistaTre, MistaTre, no spaces, on anything. You just Google me and you'll find all my stuff, MistaTre. And by the way, Chris Watkins is going to be coming down from Bay City, Michigan, down here to Florida, to Tampa, Florida for Bars Fest in July. Where we're going to have DJ Michael 5000 Watts from Swisher House. Shout out to him. Of course, today's show and the show for the rest of the season being brought to you by I got your ticket for the show. If you got your plane ticket down here, you already know. You ain't paying to come to my show, Chris. Nah. Oh, no, you ain't. You don't work too hard for me, boy. I got to get you some tickets. Just let me know how many people's coming and what you need. I'll get you the red VIP tickets, bro. You gonna come backstage with me. My man. I love that. That's the spirit of Florida right there. I'm already here, dog. Hey, I'm telling you. Follow me. You got to follow me on Facebook, guys. You got to follow me on Facebook at MistaTre, and then tell me that you follow me on Periscope or YouTube, and I will give you a ticket to the show until we run out of the free tickets. Okay? And that's for DJ Michael 5000 Watts. I'm in talks right now with Baby Bash. Smoked Out Entertainment's coming out. We got Young Fats. I'll be there. And I'm still looking to book artists from in and around the Tampa area to get some hometown value to it. So trust me when I tell you, we're going to have some fun at that concert, guys. Now, before we get out of here, and before we break free from the show here, excuse me, I'm really sorry, by the way. I am just terribly sick, and that's all I can say about that. But anyway, but before we do get out of here, and by the way, closing music today, Blair Bassard with High Times featuring Sean. Hold on. I missed that comment. Guys, I do go back on Periscope, by the way, and look at the comments. I just don't know how to go back and look while we're live because I'm Periscope slow right now. I'm new to this. Shout out to Chris Watkins from Bay City, Michigan for turning me on to Periscope and increasing our reach to the world with marijuana, cannabis, weed radio. I love you guys, of course, as always, around the globe. Again, real quick here because we're about to get out of here. The show is coming to an end. And so I want you guys to do me a favor as we get to the end of the show here is I want you to tell me where you're at. I want to get you guys a shout out. If you have any comments about legislation, marijuana, politics, anything you guys want, just let us know. Who's that? Halo, that's you. Weed Pimp, East Coast Weed Pimp in the house. Chris Watkins with us on Periscope right now. Of course, he is official Weed Pimp. I'm an official Weed Pimp too. You know, he's East Coast Weed Pimp. You know what mine is? My name is Po Pimpin' MistaTre because I met the boys at the Do or Die concert. Ohio needs to get with it. Where you at in Ohio? It looks like Choke Face. Hello, Cannabis Radio. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Where you at today? Oh, you in Columbus too? Okay, so we've had I think like 3 listeners today on the show from Columbus chime in. And hey, what's up? Let's see, Lasagna. Guys, there are so many people right now just dropping in and saying hi right here on Periscope and on YouTube too. What up, Chicago? Chico in the house. I love Chicago. I got famo out in Chicago too. No, they said, are you white? No, I'm not white. I'm actually Puerto Rican and Italian, so I guess I'm half white. What up, VA? VA in the house? Oh, yeah. Actually, one of my closest friends from junior high stays out in VA. I talked to her quite a bit. Shot-town. I love Chico, boy. Chico's buck, though. Wow, man. I like Chico. Chico cray-cray, though. Chico cray-cray. So today we talked about the Ohio legislation, why it was a good thing for them to go away. Again, thank you for the follow, by the way, guys. You have to follow me on Facebook because that's where the concert promotions for the concert in Tampa is going down. MistaTre, MistaTre. You have to. King, where you at, King? So anyway, but so again, we are going to give away some free concert tickets over the next like 3 or 4 months. for the Michael 5000 watts concert for Michael 5 watts when I have him coming out. Oh wow, we got Sweden in the house today. That's actually, it's not a first for me, but it's a first in a while that I've actually had somebody chime in from Sweden. So wow, impressed by that. So we got Sweden in the house today. Let's see here. What else do we got going on here? We got man, I love the Swedes. You guys got bad bitches up there on some real shit. On some real shit. I dated a girl that was Norwegian and Swedish, and oh my God, she was fine. We got that good butt too, man. That's what's up. See, I live in Colorado for a long time myself, and now I'm out in the Bay Area. And I'm gonna do this real quick. And that right there was for the Bay Area's weed, because I'm gonna keep it straight with you. Out here in Tampa, the weed's actually pretty legit. I know a few growers that do LED and everything, and so are you black or Mexican? I wonder if that means Mexican. No, I'm Puerto Rican. It's a little island in the Caribbean, like it looks shaped like this. It's just southeast of Cuba, and it's Tampa Bay, though, right? What they got their nickname for here? But yeah, I'm Puerto. But anyway, so no. I am from the West Coast, and that's the Yay area. But no, but so I do broadcast though from the Tampa Bay area where I moved out here from Colorado. But the Tampa Bay area got some good weed, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it so real with you. Why am I up so early? It's not early. It's 7:55 in the morning. My radio show usually comes on at either 7 or 9 in the morning, but this ain't early to me, man. I work 3 jobs, man. I really work. I work at 2 different restaurants as a line chef, and then I work on the radio station here, and then I run my concert promotion business. So I have like 4 or 5 jobs. That should be my theme song. I need to reach out to the copyright people from that I don't get tired, because that should be my theme song on some legit stuff. Like, I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. Like, that should really be my thing. But anyway, we're going to get out of here for the day. Of course, I want to thank again everybody for listening on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Remember, go on to the High Tide Stick Radio YouTube page. I need you guys on that page, please, so you can give some help out to the folks out there in Flint, Michigan. They really need your help. They really need your support. Donate just $20, and you could send like 40 cases of water to somebody. That's easy as hell. Love you guys to death. I'm out of here for the day. MistaTre, peace out. High Tide Stick Radio. Love you. High Tide Stick is an entertainment, cannabis, news, politics, music, and radio talk show on YouTube for 21 and up. So do what you've always done. Kick your siblings out of the room, throw on your headphones, and enjoy the show. You're listening to The Doc on High Tide Stick Radio. You're listening to me, The Doc MistaTre, on YouTube Live. Yeah, I'm a real doctor, like Dr. Phil's a real doctor, only bald. Wait a minute, he's bald. Only sexy. Yeah. Sexier. Live with the Doc on YouTube, Monday through Friday on High Tide Stick Radio. High Tide Stick Radio reminds you not to do anything stupid on marijuana. You know, like get busted by your parents. You're listening to the Doc live on YouTube.
After a shooting in Michigan that killed one person and left another in the hospital, the neighborhood is
So I get my niggas gon' change in them songs. Even if I get famous, I swear the feel like I make it. They feeling me now. I got some misery now. Okay, young nigga live in effect. Be silent, protecting my crack. And divided for rich, one all of my niggas, and we just working on mad. And I feel like that's like a fucking problem. The 2 feet up, I can't talk like a breaker. I'll run your break, it's the conversation. We keep hating, I keep loud and rotation. It's too basic, my memory, I guess the bad number. And I'm sitting in the video, I'm over time, but they don't fly. And I think my last goes on. People talk about you walking niggas who want not go by. Don't ask me, I'm fucking no damn here. And I hit the blunt yesterday, then I ashed it, thinking about the better days. Shit was classic. I pray to God just survive. Man, I wish I could fly. Man, I wish I could fly. So I get high. So I get high.
There's a second murder there this year, and this tonight we uncovered stats that show that it's the most dangerous part of the city.
Homeowners has had developers been talking with the people who live there to find out why there is so much crime.
Yo, Aaron, what's going on? A lot Jason's you been gone. See my mom holding on. Don't need a drink to be strong. I won't lie, I've been drinking, and yes, I have been smoking more. I'm not really proud, it's that loud, it's hard to ignore. Thinking about the moments we had ran from the police. Love, forget my friends, I'm blessed with all that you had done for me. Like babies, they want to rock every crib and blood in my sleep. Fuck whatever it is, you know that you can count on me. And my dog, man, I represent, still repping and put it on. When you're the one, turn that you making it back. Trust me, I need you back home. I miss all of my soldiers and all the soldiers who gone. And I ask myself, why does that begin? I'm just drinking because hit the blunt yesterday. Then I asked it, thinking about the better days. Shit was classic. I pray to God, just survive. Man, I wish I could fly. Man, I wish I could fly. So I get high. So I get high.
Say it's got worse because more kids are picking up guns. I don't understand why they want to give their lives away doing that. Because when they get caught, they're going to prison.
National sellout hip-hop concert tour, BARS. BARS Fest features dope artists from Los Angeles, Long Beach, Phoenix, Colorado Springs, Gainesville, Florida, Houston, Dallas, Denver, and of course, Tampa and St. Pete. Come kick it as all of them collide under one roof, one night. So be there or be on Facebook watching it. You can keep up with the concert as it approaches, as well as interact with artists and promoters on Facebook right now at BARZFEST Tampa. That's BARS Fest Tampa. If you're looking to perform or need ticket info and more, call area code 727-318-2956. That's area code 727-318-2956. High Tide Stick is an entertainment, cannabis, news, politics, music, and radio talk show on YouTube for 21 and up. So do what you've always done. Kick your siblings out of the room, throw on your headphones, and enjoy the show. You're listening to The Doc on High Tide Stick Radio.
I'm the doctor, by the way. What's your name?
Rose.
Nice to meet you, Rose. Run for your life.